All right, welcome back to another draft video here. We open up a pack with a card I've already highlighted here in Kellen. Have a Helix, have a Bite Down on Crime. Kellen's a great start for how I've been drafting the format in the past little while. Like, I've definitely been gravitating towards green more than anything else, and green-blue's been pretty good for me. Just I think both of the green-blue gold uncommons come around pretty late, Mutation and Evidence Examiner. And I've also been dipping into, like, 5-color stuff pretty... not inconsistently, I would say. And then we're going to pick up a Killer Among Us here. Wouldn't be a Alex Draft video without a Killer Among Us, right? Also Forensic Researcher. Obviously, that's a good pickup, too, for this kind of deck. Just makes a bunch of mana, triggers your things that care about evidence, but not gonna pass on a killer. All right, so now I've got a Loxodon. Probably just gonna lock that in here. I think if this Loxodon wasn't here, I probably would just take, like, Bubble Smuggler, kind of strange, but I have a strange affinity for this card, I think. Not just because it's kind of a cute card, but I don't know. I just think it's a fine 2-drop, fill out your 2-drop slot. Yeah, you just want as many as you can get, generally, and Smuggler is a totally fine one. All right, here I'll take a Fanatical Strength. There's a Galvanize here, and I could totally take that, but Strength's just about as good as Galvanize, maybe slightly worse, and plays well with the Killer and the Eavesdropper. Oh, whoa. Okay, double Bloomkin. I would just snap up both of these and forfeit the next 3 picks if I could. I think is a really good start to a nice Bloomkin deck. So, yeah, let's just grab that. It's a good sign for us, of course, that we're seeing 2 of these pick 5. Then we get a Tipster, which I do think is, like, slightly worse than Extract as a card in general. Like, when I'm just, like, weighing the pack here and looking at, like, what's the best thing in the pack and what's best for what I'm doing currently, I do think that both Extract and probably On the Job, too, are a little bit better than Tipster, but Tipster looks quite good here. Like, we've got a 4-drop, we've got a good 5-drop, the Flourishing Bloomkin, of course, and, you know, I was kind of mentioning that I've been dipping into 5-color, but maybe this is an opportunity to be, like, a close to mono-green deck. Let's see. So I'm going to take another Fanatical Strength here. There's also a Dog Walker, and I could easily take that too and be like a green-white base. Gives up a little bit on that mono-green dream, and we've seen like some white creeping through here and there, and you know, green seems pretty open. I think I'm going to get additional copies of Fanatical Strength if I want them, so I'll just take the high upside card. Here I will take a Forum Familiar. Forum Familiar is another card that I don't hate, and it's not very good stats if you look on 17 lands, but in certain decks, like, it's a fine filler card, 20 to 23rd. You can pick up, like, your Killer Among Us, pick up something in response to an Enter the Battlefield effect. All right, this is a card I am happy to pick up, Granite Witness. Okay, so we're just green, like, green base. We'll figure out the rest later. We do have a lot of white cards here, and I'll pick up this case, the Shattered Pact over Fester Leech. I think black does not seem very open. But yeah, like, we could splash the Kellen, we could be green-white. We'll just kind of see what comes to us. Ooh, and a Night Watch, too. All right, that's kind of nice. Yeah, it's been actually a while since I put out a draft video, about like 2 weeks or so. This past week I was traveling. I went to the UK to visit a friend and also saw Sirkovitz along the way. We recorded a podcast, which was a lot of fun. If you haven't seen that, it's on his podcast feed and YouTube channel. So yeah, that was a good time. All right, so next pack here, we get a pretty unexciting one for us. I mean, Atrada is a strong card, and I think if we were like more base blue in pack 1, I would just take it because we could be like, blue-green, splash the Atrada. The other option here is I just take the Panther, and that would be fine. Atrada's also not like a great splash card. She's good if you can cast her on turn 3, but since you're going to be most likely not casting her on turn 3, she just becomes like a sort of tricky to block 1/4 Death Touch. So a good card still, but I think because it's a little bit awkward on the splash, and we didn't see a bunch of blue in pack 1. I think I'm just going to take the green card here. Ah, all right. Well, rewarded with a Tolsimir, it seems. All right, definitely just going to slam that. And now it does seem pretty likely that we just... Oh, wow, that's nice, too. Move into base green, splash the whites, and maybe splash the Kellen. Yeah, green's just, like, flying around the table here. It's actually kind of... You know, it's kind of funny. I was just mentioning I haven't drafted in a while, but this is very similar to, I think, like, the last draft video I did where I was, like, very base green with Tolsimir and some white cards. All right, just going to keep the green train coming here, taking Eavesdropper. Definitely looking for some cheap cards at this point. Tipster's a pretty good one here. Ooh, there's a Combine Chrysalis. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so it works pretty well with Killer Among Us. Works pretty well with the Loxodon. By the way, if you haven't seen this, I'll just hover for a second. We don't have quite enough stuff for me to want to take this over a good 2 like Tipster. But yeah, it's a fun card. All right, so what's going on here? So like Tolsimir up here, Killer Among Us. Yeah, probably gonna put the familiar in the sideboard for now, but we'll keep these guys over here. The two double white disguise creatures is like, you know, a little bit suspect with our mostly green mana base. Ooh, on a Kaya. Would I like to splash Kaya? So I've got not a ton of fixing. I've got the Panther, and I guess that's basically it. The other option in this pack is like Strider, so I'm gonna take the Kaya here. We're gonna figure it out later. That's cool. We're gonna pass a lot of good cards in this draft. I'm not complaining. Ooh, Cryptex. Cryptex is a card I've been playing a lot more recently. Just, you know, being in the evidence-heavy decks and also just, you know, with Panthers. And it's not actually that hard to enable this card if you want to. And I'm not really taking anything else with this pack. Like, I could take Public Thoroughfare. That'd be fine. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Cryptex over Thoroughfare. If we are able to enable it, I think it is slightly better than Thoroughfare. And Thoroughfare is kind of, you know, you only really want one generally, and they tend to go around the table. All right, so now we do have, like, a bit more of a heavy white package. There's a Scene of the Crime. Might play that one. And like, yeah, we could be something like green. I think we're moving towards like green, white, splash, blue, splash, black. Although that's definitely going to be contingent on how many fixtures we see. If we don't see enough fixtures, I'm not going to do that. Oh, there's also another great card here. What do you know? Intruder on the Mind. Yeah, this is a nice one. I think because Tolsimir is double white, and this is a better card than the Intrude, I think I'm not going to take that. I'm going to take something else, maybe Exit Specialist, because we are going to have blue mana in the deck, but maybe just the V2 Gauzy Inspector. Like, we are slightly low on 2s. I could also just take this. Maybe blue ends up being really open, and it's sweet, and you know what, whatever. I'll just take the cool rare. I'm not, it's the point of the format where the fun thing is definitely more interesting to me than the strictly correct thing. But I will note that if you're in that spot, I would recommend taking just like an easier to cast card. Like I can see us ending up in a spot where we have this Cryptex, we do have the Scene of the Crime, we pick up a Thoroughfare. Oh wow, okay, well, we're just getting the full 5 colors, I guess. Yeah, L-Time Explosion's a great one too. So now I do really want to see a Public Thoroughfare. Hopefully this one comes back. And then we can, like, you know, be like 5-color mono green is basically what it turns out to. Yeah, maybe not being on the job deck. Maybe not playing the Dog Walker, because we're going to have kind of tough mana requirements for our stronger cards. So where I can, I want to have my my cards be castable. I'm going to put my fixing in a pile here. Tunnel. That's a welcome addition here to this deck. So this is 3 sources of fixing. Here's a 4th. Is there like a sneaky one hidden in here? Not really, no. I have a branch of V2 Gauzy. Oh, actually, what am I saying? I already have a Public Thoroughfare. I'm sure everybody in the comments is like, what are you doing? You already have a Public Thoroughfare. It is true. I do. I kind of like I don't even remember where I picked this up. All right, we're set. We're good. I guess now what I would be looking for is just some cheap interaction. But our deck is like mono bangers as long as we can cast them. And I was saying that we're more likely to be base white than base blue. But just by virtue of like what spells we see in this pack. Like, for example, if I were to take the Researcher in this pack, which I think would be pretty good in this deck, I think I'm just going to take the Bite Down, though. That could push me towards base blue. And Researcher is actually a really nice one for splashing something like Tolsimir, because once you find the first white source, you find the second one. But yeah, I do think we're like slightly low in the interaction. If I had that kind of pick again, I would take the Researcher. Get a Deduce or a Maverick or an Automaton. I think I'm going to just take the Maverick here. A little bit of card selection. I mean, Deduce is card selection too, but I, again, would like to kind of cut down or keep the non-green cards to a minimum. Oh, the second Cryptex, eh? I mean, it does help us cast our cards. We're not very good at filling the graveyard quickly, though, is the problem. Like, we don't have a lot of spells that just go to the yard. So I think even the first Cryptex is going to be a little bit awkward. I'm just going to take the Snoop here. Oh, whoa. So, another card that's awesome, Elquist, and yet another card that's awesome, Killer Among Us. So, I think I'm going to take the Killer. Just these cards are pretty close in power. This is like ever so slightly worse than Elquist, and just way easier to cast. So, yeah. All right, this deck ended up really cool. I guess we're not done the draft just yet, but I don't think there's going to be any picks that make this deck not cool for the next, as we go on here. I'll take an Extract. Yeah, I could see myself casting that card here. Ooh, do we want the second public thoroughfare or aftermath analyst? That's pretty close because analyst turns on the cryptex as well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the second public thoroughfare, just like considering how colorful we got by the end there. But that's pretty close. And also there's a argument for just playing the case of the Shattered Pact. Like, I'm gonna be playing one basic for sure of all the colors, mostly green, of course. And there's a chance I play two of some of them, like 2 whites or 2 blue, most likely 2 white. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Go up planes, and I think the rest is kind of fine. So complicated mana base here. So I'm just kind of like eyeballing it, but I will go into some specifics here of like how I'm figuring this out. So I'm just gonna put like all my fixing in a pile, right? Just to kind of see what fixtures we have. And then we'll put the mono green cards in a pile here. And then separate it by colors past that. So I guess this is mostly going to be a blue card because I imagine we're going to have more blue than black in our deck. And this is like, goes in the middle. It's a black-white card. This is a white card. This is a blue card. This is a blue-red card. This is like, I'll count this as a blue card just for ease of mana. So something like that. So actually, just doing it like this makes it more evident that we want a little more blue. And we still might play the second planes, we'll see. So from here, I can kind of just see like how many cards I have of each color, which then translates into how many sources I need of each color. So I've got 2 black cards, which means I want like 4 black sources. And we basically have that. We've got Swamp, we've got 2 Thoroughfares, Scene of the Crime, like we're good there. White cards. Double pipped gets a little bit complicated. So we've got 3 cards, 2 of them being double pipped. Generally, I'm going to want like 8 white sources to be able to cast this on time, but I'm not super worried about casting it on time. Like, it'd be nice to, but I'm not going to like make gigantic disruptions to my mana base to do so. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if you want to count this, 6 white sources. So if there's an opportunity to get another white source, I would like to do that. But I don't think there is going to be, because I think most of this has to be taken up by blue, because we do have quite a few blue cards here. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 2 of them sort of, 1.5 being double blue. So we've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess I miscounted. I don't think I counted the Panther when I counted white. So it's actually not too bad. I think this is actually about where the mana base is going to be. Just noting that I'm not going to be able to cast my Tulsa Mirror on time as often as I'd like to. And, won't be able to cast the Charm until turn 6 or something like that. So that's like kind of how I'm figuring out the mana base. If you want the actual math on it, if you like haven't seen this before, go look up the like Frank Karsten mana base math. That's just the classic article that you can go to kind of see like the chart. He makes a bunch of charts and shows you what you need for a bunch of different things. And yeah, I think this is going to be about it. Oh, I guess we can add another land and cut a spell because we need one more land here. We're at, yeah, I'm not going to be playing, 24 spells, and that means we can afford another blue source, basically. Yeah, that makes it a little bit better. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm glad we ended up with a interesting deck, so let's see you in the games. All right, yeah, this is a keepable hand, certainly. We have cheap interaction spell, Panther to go get another source. Also, Public Thoroughfare makes this a little bit better. Cryptex taps for mana here. Ooh, nice. Okay, so how do we want to sequence this? I guess just get the Public Thoroughfare down. It's usually the most annoying thing. Although I could go land this turn, play Cryptex, tap the Cryptex to the Public Thoroughfare. I can also just play the Cryptex anytime. So I think we'll just get the Public Thoroughfare down. Not make things awkward. All right, so now play the Escape Tunnel. Play the Cryptex. That's the turn. Let's get our mana set up first. I could have played the Dog Walker, of course, but I might not have been able to flip it. All right, so now we go get, I guess, a blue source. Yeah. Just make them sack this thing. Play a Cold Case Cracker, sure. Okay, so let's just go Dog Walker face down. This turn. We're probably just going to be casting this Panther. Ooh, Granite Witness ain't bad either. Okay, cast the Panther. And it's a Fairy Snoop. All right, that's fine. Persuasive interrogators. Okay, not a huge deal. Get in. All right, so that was a good turn just to go bite down the interrogators, get in. Yeah, I like that. Our Cryptix is turned on now, which is nice. Getting with the Panther. And we're like racing them pretty well, to be honest. I think I'm just going to play this. We missed out on a counter from the tipster, but that's all right. They also have a reasonably colorful mana base. I wonder if they have Ezram. Could be what's happening over there. Well-timed explosion. All right, so Grand Witness can tap down this. Dogwalker can get in. Can I do it all? Yeah, I can, right? Just have to use the Cryptex mana. All right, so kind of seems like something. They have something. I don't think it's too important exactly what it is just yet, but we'll force them to do something here. Sunset back. Yeah, I'll put that on top. I would like to redraw that. Flip this. Get in for 6. Play tipster. So Vigilante. Growing the Snoop. All right. That's not bad. All right, play the Panther. Depending on what we draw next turn, it actually, if we draw like a 4-cost thing and they tap out, we can just go Explosion, discard my 4, kill you with Panther. That'd be kind of sick. All right, their own Cryptex. Love to see it. Both Cryptex gamers over here. Okay, they have something. They have a little something. What do I want to do about that? So it could be Auspicious Arrival. I think I just take it. Like, if I take it and attack all, what happens here? Let's assume that the Panther's gonna die. It's not great for me, I guess. So if we don't have a great crackback, I guess I do just block and see what they do. Toxin analysis, sure, okay. Yeah, and I might just use this L-Time to draw some cards now. Ooh, and a drag. All right, yeah. Good turn. I do kind of anticipate Ezram, because, like, I mean, they could just be splashing a bunch of medium cards, but I think that's less likely than them splashing Ezram here, you know? All right, let's draw some cards. I also could be activating this Cryptex to just, like, get counters on it so I can draw some cards. This deck draws a lot of cards. It's very good at that. All right, pass the turn. Yeah, so they're gonna have their Cryptex go off soonish. Bother. All right, it's fine. Doing a deck count size here. They're at 14. I'm at 22. Good to know. Well, this is interesting. And I guess there's no way to set up the L-Time Explosion and just kill them. All right, I think I take it one more turn here. I do think I activate this Cryptex just to get a counter on it, so I can draw 3 on a future turn. Archdruid's Charm, that's a spicy one. So I can go get Tolsimir, Kellen. Okay, I think I do Ill-Timed Explosion first, because I don't think we're going to cast Tolsimir here. We could hope that this... Okay, yeah, and I do pitch this Maverick. Yeah, this is fine. I guess tap my Tipster for mana. No reason not to here. Ooh, drew another card. Nice. Yeah. Is there a way I can do this? Oh, I can just like... Can I win here? If I Archduke's Charm, kill the 2/2, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, it's actually 12, exactly, right? So let's go counter here. If they don't have anything, of course, this works. It's gonna be a cool win if it works out. Oh, looks like it's not going to. No more lies. Yeah, it's exactly not lethal now, right? Okay, okay. Well, I am still gonna pay for it for sure. Can't not do that. Yeah, because now I can't put a counter on something. Okay. Yeah, so we're still in the position of hope that they... All our creatures are vigilant, that's funny. Hope they don't have a removal spell. And they're going to draw a bunch of cards here with the Cryptex, so we'll see. Just ascend. What's this? Nothing? Oh, 5 unlock counters. That's why. Okay, they also Wrath here. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, I thought it was 3 unlock counters for some reason. Probably the evidence 3 is why. Okay, so we're going to see all our great cards. I'm glad that I started to cap the Cryptex now to make mana. They're going to get a clue. Yeah, it's going to be a game. It's going to be a game. No, my Loxodon. It's going to be a first person to play a creature might win here. It's a bit of a sudden death. All right, that was a good one. Yeah. What are they doing? They're casting something. They have another... No? Okay. All right. This has been a weird game. All right, we got there. That was great. All right, can we keep the exciting games coming? Yeah, this is a fine enough hand. A little clunky. But, oh, sorry. No, I didn't play my escape tunnel. Well, I made it more clunky. More clunkier than it had to be. Because now we can't play a 3-on-3. But we have perfect mana, so who am I to complain? A face down. All right. Ooh, Bloomkin. So I think I do just play the Bloomkin here, because if we draw a land, it's fantastic, and if we don't, it's fine. Curious Cadaver. Okay. Let's go get a green source, pump up the Bloomkin. Maverick. Okay, so now we Maverick. And then hopefully on a future turn. I mean, I guess I could just play the Snoop base up. Let's go like this. Yeah, sure. Why not? Pick your poison. Oh, boy. All right. Got me. And an eavesdropper. All right. Cool. So now we just pass the turn. Oh, I guess topping this bite down didn't actually do too much. Well, it did in the sense that, like, if I wanted to not flip the Bloomkin, I would be able to draw the bite down. But I do think it's just better to flip the Bloomkin here. And with both. So I'm cool just trading here, I think. We do this. If they flip, like, a Crocodile, we trade off. I get a land and play a land in hand, and that puts me in a pretty good spot. Takes their whole turn. Yeah, it is indeed a Crocodile. Ooh, hello. Okay, so we will be doing that. Intrude on the Mind with Fanatical Strength backup, for what it's worth. All right, let's see what do the cards have for us today. Is this a Kaya in one pile? kind of intrude. I don't care too much about my creature sizing because I've got this fanatical strength. So if I do this and they just give me these 3, I'm pretty happy. I think they're likely to do that so that they don't get their creature eaten. Or, you know, what they think is going to get eaten. Ooh, and I might be able to, like, induce them into cracking Clue. Like, say I block on the Loxodon, right? Oh, they just give me a 4/4. Okay. Yeah, and then they, like, crack Clue, and then Cadaver no longer has a clue for them to be able to get it back. Yeah, that seems good. And I can just exile the Cadaver with Kaya at some point. Or just keep making spirits. Both are good. I guess they could trump me with a strength of their own. Didn't happen. A thinking cap. All right, well, I guess the spirits are just going to be trumping now. Don't usually expect thinking cap out of, like, a Sultai deck. All right. So, yeah, play Kaya. Uptick. Oh, I did the wrong uptick. My. Well, now what? I guess it doesn't change too much. It just means that I have to maybe trade here, and that's kind of okay. I prefer to have made a 1/1, of course. I think we keep the extract, put the locks on eavesdropper. Sure. Face down. Yep, trade off. Okay, that's good. They're not equipped, so this means that they're looking to flip this into a big thing. Crocodile? Oh, a spy. Interesting. Why didn't they equip that? They have something else to do with their mana, I guess? Okay, well, we get in. And we do the right plus this time. I guess we just play 2 face downs. Cool. Crime Stopper, sure. Not a big deal. What do I have in my grave? I have a Panther that I can turn my my clue into for the turn. It's kind of cute. Ah, that's a good one too. All right, so if I turn clue into Panther and tap down with this, that's a lot of damage. Is it enough to kill them somehow? Can also get another +1 here, so it's gonna be like I can add this too, so it's like 7, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, it's not quite it. So we'll just be plussing still. Do I want to go get Tolsimir? Probably. So let's go do that. Then next turn we can do the cool thing where we just tap their thing down, turn my token into a Panther. That's all, right? All right, let's yeah, let's just go for it. So Serial 2. Keep killing on top. Exile my own Panther here. Clue becomes Panther. Tap down Lazav. Oh, cute. I didn't even realize I could do that, actually. Yes, of course. I didn't need to, I could have made another token. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't matter, because it would have just been, turning into the 1/1, so whatever. I thought it was like I could choose to... No. I don't want to do that. I thought I could choose to make it a Panther, but the actual Panther, or whatever you want to copy, has to get exiled. Yeah, sure. They do have something here. Airtight alibi, okay. Cool. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know about that, opponent. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. All right, well, I'll take... I mean, they were in a very bad spot anyways, but they did block in a way that left them just dead. All right, cool. All right, yes, I like this. I very much like this. We will keep this. And Kellen too. All right, we draw Dog Walker. If we drew a third land, then our decision is very clear. I think without drawing the third land, I still just play the Tipster, though. I could have played Thoroughfare this turn. Get the awkward double tap lane into play. Where's the Great Searcher? Sure. Land? No land. Okay, so... Yeah, so do we forego playing our land drop to get this Bloomkin into play? I do not think so. I think I just play the Thoroughfare. I think we just start to fall a little too far behind. Especially if we, like, then miss it again the turn after, you know? This just means, you know, if we do draw the land next turn, get to slam Killer Among Us, which is always great. Find a binding? Okay. Cryptex. Cryptex not looking fantastic here, so now we just play Eavesdropper. And they can binding the Eavesdropper if they'd so choose. I'm gonna get rid of this Eavesdropper, I guess. Kind of hope they do instead of playing another creature. Yeah, okay. Good for me. Ooh, Tolsimir. Hubba. Okay, so let's crack. Let's see what we draw. Panther, that works. So, yep, go get a white source and Tolsimir incoming. A little bit late, but a late Tolsimir is still okay. I actually wonder if I maybe want to cast Killer Among Us first. Depends what they play here. Okay, so they're not putting on much pressure. Although, in this case, it's going to get solved. Kind of funny. Another face down. Cool. All right. So, yeah, we'll play the Tolsimir. Ooh, and they had a trigger. I've actually never seen this. I've never seen anybody trigger this case file auditors thing. Even if they get rid of this Tolsimir this turn, like, it's not that big a deal, because it means that they're not affecting the board, most likely. If they do have a removal spell, we're still left with a 3/2 lifelink, which is going to be good. Ooh, they have 6 mana worth of stuff to do? What does that mean? Hot shot. All right, that's a good answer for Tolsimir. Yeah. That's a token. Attack with... Let's attack with face down. I'll take the trade. Are they going to bounce Tolsimir? They're like thinking about it. I mean, I guess if I play Tolsimir, it's just playing a 3/2 again because the token's legendary, but I can always trade off the token, right? Yeah, I will happily trade here. True land, okay. So that's nice. Now we can go... We can cast Cryptex into Killer Among Us. That seems pretty good. Yep, I like that. Let's get more mana to play. Allows us to cast Intrude on the mine next turn. We're still at 20, so still doing okay here. And also, Kaya being able to sack one of these tokens is pretty nice. Attack with 5/5. Yeah, I will take it one time. Oh, that's interesting. Attack with the researcher. It's like audacious arrival. Okay. I don't think they would trade researcher for token. I mean, on the job also makes sense too. All right, so I think I'm just gonna do the intrude now. Yeah, I do want to hit a land drop here. Potentially play a disguise creature. Okay, so we're gonna put land here, land here. Do this so that if they want to give me charm, they can. I guess I want to guarantee a land, so maybe I do something like this. And they give me like charm plus land and put the Maverick in the grave. Yeah, that's a good pile. Give me the 3 card pile. Okay. Doesn't mean that I cannot cast a disguise creature this turn. That's okay. So I can now like bite down after combat. Oh, what's this? Out cold? I'm gonna tap down some of my tokens here. Lost in the maze. Ooh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's like pretty annoying. Because I don't tap down the mana creature. Okay. Well, that makes it a little bit less annoying. So we go no attacks, obviously, and let's kill this researcher while we can. Oh, we can! I was gonna say, this is not bad because we get to kill this researcher, but obviously not the case. And this researcher is gonna be able to like protect itself too. That's annoying. Okay. So yeah, now we just play Maverick. Huh. All right, might be in a worse spot than I had anticipated. And yeah, I would like to hit lands. Do I want to hit multiple lands? I don't think so. So if they have on the job, they like tap down, attack for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not quite dead. Oh no, I am dead if they see the line. If they do have on the job, because they can make this attack this turn too. Yeah, our interaction being Sorcery Spear here is pretty bad. What's this? Are they just gonna? Is it Audacious Arrival and they're just gonna cycle it? No, looks like it's something else. Oh no, it is. Or Auspicious Arrival. Sorry, got the name wrong. All right, make 2 clues. Not bad. So now, yeah, the analyst can attack next turn. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So I could take this turn to kill the analyst, and that's actually not that bad because again, the sorcery speed removal spell I have is not doing anything. So I could go like kill analyst, make token with Kaya, play Bloomkin. Yeah, don't hate that. Although that means that Kaya, they can tap down. No, they still can't kill it, right? Okay, so yeah, we go bite down. Yep, sure, right here. Like this. Exile my Intrude and Maverick. Can still cap the Cryptics. Okay. And tap Cryptics to cast Kaya here. It's a whole lot of deck we have here. Whole lot of deck. Oh, counterspell? Nope. Do this right this time. And I guess I just play the Dog Walker. Because Bloomkin can be bigger later. All right, opponents. These have been some good games. Like, they've been very different. Like, not just from the normal affair in this format. So, I feel like I'm playing kind of unique games, but they've all been, like, different games in themselves. The games we've played have not been that similar. Playing different opponents. Our deck has been drawn in different order each time, of course, like it usually is, but like leading to interesting and novel game states, I guess is what I'm trying to get at here. with the auditor and with the investigator. That me? All right. They're thinking a while here. All right, yeah, in there. All at me, eh? All at me. So the cast on the job, I get put to 6. Or sorry, take 6, get put to 3. I could just do, and then I do this, and that's fine. I mean, they have a trick here. Again, I don't think they're attacking Researcher in for no reason. But then we untap and have a good board. Okay, it is on the job. Interesting. Okay, go to 6. They may do it again next turn, maybe? Consultant. All right. So I could down tick kill Consultant if that is something that I would like to do. I can get in with my, human? Merfolk. Make it a 4/4, make it a better blocker next turn. I think I'm just going to keep plussing the Kaya, though. I think that makes the most sense. So let's play Forest. Yeah, no reason not to. Can do this for 8 mana. And we've got, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 10 mana here. Just can't do a lot of stuff together. Okay, so yeah, let's just plus. I do think I'm going to get in with the Merfolk. Makes a better blocker next turn. We do get to sack the Cryptex next turn, which is kind of nice. I'm not that worried about Kellen investigating. It's going to be a 4/4 blocker. Okay, I think I just go Fairy Snoop plus Kellen. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Am I going to want to, if I Snoop first? Yeah, let's Snoop first. I think that's a little bit better. Because there are actually spells I would choose to cast over Kellen here. Namely Ill-Timed Explosion. Am I actually going to do that, though? Not right now, I guess, because the 5/5 is a bit of a problem. So what I should have done, actually, I sequenced this turn wrong, because I could have done it in a way where there's just a lot going on here. I could have, mapped out the turn a little bit better. I actually don't think I would have changed too much, because it's not like I could exile this hotshot or anything. But yeah, we just play the Kellen. That's the turn. I do actually think, just thinking about it a bit more, I probably want to sandbag this Ill-Timed Explosion for a while, because, I mean, it wipes most of my board, of course, too, but also, they're going to be drawing some cards here, so it's not like I just wipe the board and we win. We're still at 6, so any amount of creatures are going to be kind of medium. We've got a Planeswalker on board, of course, to kind of stem some bleeding, but, all right, this Furtive Courier, that is a little bit of a problem. That is an unblockable creature. I could choose to trade off here. What do we think about that? Just go this, trade Kellen off. Kellen's a decent clock. So I'm not that enthused. I could just do this then. I kill 2/2, 1/1, 1/1. Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, if they have something to win this combat, it's not the biggest deal in the world. Make your move. Sure, okay. So I still keep around my Snoop, which is nice. Yeah, we're gonna have to draw a bunch of cards here with Cryptex. Alright, so let's do that first, shall we? Oh, sorry. Oh wait, no, that was right. Yeah, I was gonna say I could have exiled Dogwalker, but I couldn't. Okay, so now we sack Cryptex, draw some cards. See what we see. We see a land. Ooh, fanatical strength is interesting because that saves a creature from what if I field wipe at some point. I do think I want the witness. Yeah. Yeah, I think I want both here. Ooh, Killer Among Us. So this now gives us the opportunity to Ill-Timed Explosion, wipe the field, keep a creature around. Because we drew our 5, and we have a Planeswalker. Yeah, that's probably worth it here. So, go to combat. They might tap down Kellen. If not, we get to blow up one of their tokens. Get in. No reason not to. Do we need this tipster? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're drawing cards off the explosion, so we might. Okay, so let us hold full control because we can choose what to save after we explosion. There's a trigger that goes in the stack. Yeah, pitch this and pitch Night Watch. Sure. Yeah, now we do save the Kellen. Tap the tipster. Plus the Kaya. And play the Bloomkin face down. All right. Successful turn. We even have an answer if they have like an Ezram or something. We have 6 cards in the deck, so it's a little bit of something you have to be concerned with, but we'll be able to win pretty quickly here. Okay. Thinking for some answers. What's in our grave that we can copy with Kaya? Or what's in their grave, I guess, is a better question, because ours doesn't have that much. All right, not that much. Not that much to be found. Escape tunnel. How many forests in the deck left? Still 1? All right. So, yeah, we'll just flip this. Go to forest. Put on the battlefield. Sack. Make you sack. Get in. All right. We should be good here. If they play Ezram, we still kill them. I guess no witnesses would be bad for us, but whatever. Okay. Binding the Bloomkin. Yeah, we do have a 3-power creature, so I will make sure that that's funny. Sure, why not? Oh wait, no, I don't want. No, I do want to. Yeah. I was like, wait, because it's 0/0. No, it's a 0/0 with the ability. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, I will make something a 3-power creature so that we have 2 lethal threats here, of course. Okay, so yeah, we go for it. Keep those. Exile. Sure. Oh, it's only my stuff. That's right. Ooh. A little bit of a mistake there. Okay, they had out cold, so it doesn't matter anyways. Now we play Loxodon. Play Granite Witness. All right. They have 3 more looks at cards here. Yep, that's one. And finally, this game's been going on for like 30 minutes. All right, I guess this could be a Granite Witness, but then we just tap down because we have Granite Witness too. And again, we can do the Kaya thing, but do it right this time. My grave. Dogwalker. I don't think I actually have to do this. I think it would be fine just flipping up the Granite Witness, but All right. It's a long game. Nearly decked. And the Granite Witness. All right. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. Yep, they can block, but then they still just die. Yep. All right, sweet. Yeah, like I said, some good games with this deck. All right. And yeah, we've got an acceptable hand. It's a little clunky. Can't go tipster on. Ooh, almost played the Thoroughfare on one. That's a disaster. I've not played Thoroughfare on one before, but you know there's a lot of cards like this in the past, and I have played those on turn one accidentally. I think only once in my life, but yeah, not a good feeling. Not a good feeling. I'm surprised MTG Arena doesn't have a. Are you sure for that? All right, green source? No, Killer Among Us, which I'd prefer to green source. Can have a King Killer on turn 4. Get in there, opponent. Oh. Ooh, send me back. All right, fair enough. That's fine. I just play my Lux on here. I imagine that means they're looking for a land. They missed the land. Yep, there it is. Put another face down. All right, now we're in business. We're not getting pressured too much. Put another face down. Yeah, that's all fine. All right, so what do we do here? I guess I just draw a card. Give the Loxodon Vigilance. Ooh, it's not bad. Okay. Kind of with our Merfolk. Does mean they have +2 or get a leg up maybe? No, they're just willing to trade. I will take it. That the Loxodon was a 3-for-1. Okay, one of them they couldn't flip, and one of them they were far off from flipping. So now we just go Tipster. Oh, I just realized. I was so shocked at that I didn't sacrifice my Killer Among Us. Whoopsie. All right, we'll keep both these. My bad. Missed out on 3 points. And needing to turn this sideways next turn. Yep, they get in. Crocodile. Bloomkin. All right. All right, so now we play a land, and I think we just bite down plus Bloomkin. It looks pretty good. Let's remember to do this time. There we go. Yeah, all right. Kill this thing. By Bloomkin. Pass turn. All right, we're in a good spot. Doppelgang could certainly be annoying, but there's not like... Oh, I was going to say there's not that much stuff to Doppelgang that's great, but not true anymore. I face up Bloomkin. Okay. Well, I can just kill that with Extract, and I will do so. All right, and yeah, let's just get in with this one and this one. Oh, I guess this is a little awkward. The Bloomkin only flips into a 2/2. Huh. Yeah, I guess I messed this up, eh? All right, well, get my lands. Not the tightest draft video in the world. Yeah, I could have done that pre-combat, but then they just like block with multiple things. So either way, it's not great, but I just like shouldn't attack, you know. All right, we yangin'? Gang. Beam comes in. Take it. No, we're not ganging. Tipster. All right, so I'll just face down, flip this right away. I guess we take escape tunnel. All right, so yeah, I'll just play tipster, play the tunnel. I guess I'm gonna crack the scene of the crime in a second here. End of their turn. No attacks. Okay. Go get. I can only get a green source. Yep, crack the land. I wonder what this is. Ooh. I like that. And yeah, I'll just cast that now. I think there's a good chance that I am going to play some stuff off of it that I find. All right. Tolsimir in one pile, Kaya in the other. And I guess the ill-timed explosion. Where you go? I think I'd rather the Kaya. So let's do it like this. Oh, maybe I should have put the land. Yeah, I probably should have put the land in another pile too. Or the 3-card pile. To make 4/4 flyer. I don't care about the land that much. So if I want the Kaya, then oh, they give me the other one. Okay. Well, I guess they don't know I have a Tolsimir, so makes sense. All right, let's get in. Just like this. Could attack with more, of course, but don't really want to into open mana. Oh, yeah, they have a reach creature. Again, very tight draft today. Only the finest quality drafts. All right, play Thoroughfare. Eavesdropper. They had a black disguise creature in their deck. So I don't know if that's just there because they were missing out on playables or they actually have some black mana in their deck. Like maybe that's what this face down is, a black card. I can see that being true. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we'll have lethal next turn. I think that is true. All right. That's turn. Yeah, they're doing a lot of counting. Oh. Oh. We ganging? Are we ganging? No ganging. Okay. But they like have something. All right. I mean, doesn't matter too much. I'm just gonna jam. They have out cold. Lost in the maze. Hey, we just played that card. Or played against it, I should say. Okay. Well, at least we have some known quantities here of what's happening. So for 7, they basically get to lock down everything relevant. Yep. Put the Night Watch. Pass turn. What's in our deck left? We've got Kellen, Panther, Cryptex, like basically all gas. Okay, so let's go jump here. Jump here. Or sorry, no, not jump there. I think I want to try to trade here. And then flip this up to get a token. Oh, it was something. Okay, Bubble Smuggler. Sure. Tis fine. Okay, Loxodon's a good draw. Draw a card. Dogwalker. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers. I do want to make sure I don't randomly die to like an out cold or something. Not that we're that close to that, but I don't really think we need to make an attack this turn. We're now in Doppelgang for 11 range, so opponent could have a sick comeback. All right, Killer Among Us. This is a good one, but I think we're going to easily be able to have enough power and toughness on board with this Fanatical Strength to kill them. Might be close if they have an interaction spell. They're still getting in. Oh. I mean, this could mean +3/+3 trample, right? I mean, if they're making these attacks, it almost seems like it. Oh no, it's just. I was gonna say if they're attacking with a 1/1, it kind of seems like it, but that's just the Killer Among Us token. Okay, so we go block here, and I do still want to play around that card, so just block like this. Up the Dog Walker. Okay, that's over. All right, yeah, another quite a long game. Okay, yeah, I like it. Have an explosion, can't go wrong. I mean, if we don't hit the 4th land, I suppose. But, yeah, Extract can buy some time here. Our mana's been pretty good. Like, we haven't had to... I mean, you know, the math checks out and all, which is always the true test. Like, does the math actually make sense in your deck? But I just mean, like, haven't really run into many situations where we've had to mulligan or our cards haven't lined up perfectly. I mean, there's been a spot or two where... it's been a spot or two where I had to, like, sequence things a bit differently than I would like to, but small price to pay for the power in this deck. Ooh, okay. 3/3 Detective. Sure is something. All right, player locks it on. Depending on what they play this turn, it might just we might just go for a an early ill-timed explosion. Like if they double spell with 2/2 drops, I might go for it. I'm going to want to explosion in general with this hand because I don't want to explosion early, I should say, because I don't want to explosion before Tolson here. Okay. So yeah, I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Just cast it here. Pitch the Grand Witness and the Island. So I want the Island over the Fanatical Strength. Fanatical Strength might be good on a future turn to win like a tight combat or something. I do want to keep hitting my lands though. So yeah, I think I'm just going to pitch the Fanatical Strength. That's funny. If I had a 3, I'd be able to keep my Loxodon alive. It's pretty cute. All right, gas back up with Inside Source. Yep. And we find a tunnel. That's kind of nice. Okay, Killer. Play the tunnel. Go get the White Source. Vigilante. Okay, and we'll trade off with the Inside Source here. Man, I can even cast Extract, too. Pretty nice. Ooh, Kaya. Nice, all right. Get in. Thinking about it. They say nay. Ooh, I guess I messed this up a little bit. I can't cast the Extract, right? If I had not attacked with this, I think I still probably would have, but it's not something I thought about because I could have tapped my my token to the scene of the crime. All right, last turn. Do I want to keep this around? Ooh, okay, yeah, it's a little bit punishing. I was thinking, do I want to keep the token around for Kaya purposes, but I don't think so. Yeah. Whoa. All right, coming in hot. That was a very good draw, though. Yeah, that was a very, very good draw. Turns out when your deck is full of great cards, your draws tend to be very good. You know? Something I've noticed across my many, many years of playing Magic the Gathering. Alright, goodbye, Haas the Vigilante. The Deuce. Make her move, sure. All right. So we can cast this. We can cast Kaya. Gonna get in with at least these two. Or I guess these two, because that's the one that has the killer marked. I think I can just intrude first. I don't think I gain that much by doing it instant speed. Kill in one pile. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Keep the Kellen. Make 4/4. Whoops. Almost made the mistake there. Yeah, they trade off. We should be good to go. Because they play a blocker next turn. We can Kaya exile it. We still have lethal. Ooh, okay. A bunch of blockers. Still in a good spot, though. All right, get in there. And we can just unload the hand because even if they have a board wipe, okay, yeah, there's off it. Because even if they have a board wipe, we're gonna keep our Kaya around. All right, next, putting up some numbers. Okay, I was just going on about how good our mana was, but this hand definitely not as much. So we can like cast Tipster, then cast a bunch of face downs, and Cryptix is like there. And that's actually not bad, right? Because we then get to Cryptix after something trades off. Anything really? Yeah, it's fine enough hand. Cryptix saves the day. Oh, don't shock me, please. Don't shock me, bro. Oh, okay, cool. that would have been bad. The whole hand just riding on this Tipster. All right, so I guess we just put the... we're pretty far off cat flipping any of these. But I think I would prefer to trade this off if I need to. A face down. All right, what do we get in here? It's pretty close between white and blue. I guess I've got like 2 double white cards in hand. This one's a blue one. We've got more blue cards though. The Cryptix can't tap right now, and I'm gonna have to be conservative about when I tap it. I think I do go get the blue, but yeah, like I said, it's pretty close. Ooh, Panther. Okay, that's nice. So let's just go cycle. Now go get the white source. Play this face down. Best turn. A tracker. Oh no. My Panther. How dare you? All right, so we just bite down the tracker. Yeah, I guess I could just flip up and block the tracker. Yeah, that's probably a little bit better. And let's just, we don't even need to do that this turn actually. Let's just get in here. Don't they block? They might. If they do, no harm, no foul. Play this, pass turn. I don't have to be like overly worried about killing their stuff. Like we're going bigger than them already, or like going wider than them. So if they choose to attack and we just get to kill something good here, we might be able to have a pretty good attack. Okay, well now we're gonna kill the Haas the Vigilante instead. Yeah, okay, so Vigilant. Untap. Ooh, I could untap something. I didn't even think about that. I guess I could have played Cryptix first, I guess. But then I have to spend something to tap it, so it doesn't actually matter too much. All right. Whatever. Get in. All right. Well, it's a big chunk of damage. Can't actually flip either of these just yet. Yeah, I wonder if there's a slightly better way to play that turn, actually. Considering the Granite Witness. I guess I could have, like... yeah, I guess just getting Cryptix in play was the other thing. Or activating this post-attacks to untap Tipster. That would have worked, too. Now what? You attack me for 4? Yeah, okay. Play person of interest. All right, so we flip the dog walker and bash with everything but the Snoop and this tipster. So basically just 3 things. This gets in, they trade. I don't think they trade here. And then dog walker maybe trades with the 2/2. Sure. I'll flip first just in case. The off chance that they don't block it. We have vigilance. Yep, have to trade off. Cool. Play cryptics. Play scene of the crime. I think I'm just going to crack the scene of the crime. Force attack. Phantom. Draw and intrude. All right, well, we can cast that, so we shall. Is there going to be a way I want to tap a little bit differently here? Or actually, this might be a turn where I don't cast this on the main phase. Yeah, I don't think there's that much I would want to cast. I guess I would cast Extract, but I can't cast Extract. Fanatical Strength. All right, yeah, you know what? There's just enough stuff, I think. Let's leave a green up. By enough, I mean like 1 or 2 things, but that's enough. Some good cards. So we put like these in a pile. It's a really good intrude. I wouldn't be shocked if the opponent scoops here as we're making piles. So it can't be that. I think we want Killer and Tolsimir in different piles. And like probably like this. Maybe just do that. Yeah, that looks good. All right. They give us the Tolsimir. Put that, tap, and yeah, pass. So, are there worlds where I lose this game still? I mean, yeah, certainly. But I think they'd have to draw, like, rare into rare and on the job or something. Can't even think of the rares that would really work off the top of my head. I guess if they had Incinerator of the Guilty, that wouldn't be very good for me there. But, you know, they don't, so we win. All right, here we go. And, ooh, this is a little bit of an awkward hand. So we can cast Kaya, we can cast Night Watch, and by casting Night Watch, we can cast Tipster and Eavesdropper. I think I keep this. It's really good if we draw a Forest, and we've got a lot of those. So yeah, I think I will keep this. But definitely close. Okay, playing against blue makes me feel a little bit better. Smuggler on 2. Hey, look at that. Every time. Every single time. Yep, Passion. Probably just going to play Eavesdropper here. Ooh, missing a land drop? Ooh, missing a land drop. That kind of makes me feel really good about this game, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I mean, like, they must have a cryptic code in hand or something if they're willing to keep, like, kind of 1 color, no 3rd land. Maybe they just have, like, a fine enough hand and expect to hit it. If they have cryptic code here, you know, it's fine. Nothing. Okay. So, if that's the case, I do not think I just slammed Kaya here. Don't want to walk it into a reasonable doubt. We'll just play this face down. Get a counter on our tipster. Crack Clue in a turn. Or, actually, probably just flip the Night Watch in a turn. They could have, like, an ill-timed explosion. That would make sense. To keep a hand. It's not really doing too much. Yeah, there's a red source. And if that's the case, I'm obviously for sure going to be flipping my Night Watch. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is like easy ill-timed explosion. I mean, it could not be, right? And there's definitely like a thought of like, oh, I could block and, save 2 points. But then if I do, they might not feel priced into casting it. So I think I'm supposed to. Yep. And again, with ill-timed explosion, just be aware that you can respond to whatever they discard. Like I waited there. You don't have to just jam or flip before they decide what to discard. Because sometimes they they cast it and they actually don't have a card that they can discard. I mean, it wouldn't really matter in that spot, but there's some times where they're just drawing, they're not playing the field wipe, and you do something like cast a pump spell might be a good example. Or like cast a pump spell, they're like, okay, I was just gonna draw. I wasn't gonna discard, Mm-hmm. And specialist. Cool. Okay. Bloomkin's a solid one. So we got 6 mana to work with. I think we're just going to crack clue, play Kaya. Attack with the merfolk. Attack with the face. The one? The 2/2? 3rd time's the charm. Yeah, I'm fine pressuring here. They probably just trade off with the specialist, but it's one less creature that can attack Kaya. I think I'm just going to keep the clue in play. I could also just play the Loxodon. Yeah, you know what? Forget about Kaya for now. We're just going to play Loxodon. Puts the most power and toughness on board. Playing Bloom I think I will wait on, though. It's likely this just gets bricked anyways. Yep, Baller's a good one. Ooh, yeah, baby. Okay. So we can do it all, right? We can crack clue, gives us vigilance. Just make sure that I do not tap the blue. Nice. All right, let's get in there. And this is going to be another sorcery speed intrude. Player on a counterspell. Yeah, this deck was a treat. I mean, the game's not over yet, but this deck was an experience, I'm glad I decided to do the fun thing with taking the intrude over whatever I was planning to take over it. Yep, make 4/4, get another killer, Maverick in the Grave. All right, we did it all the way. Yep, pretty nice. Sweet. All right, see ya for a quick debrief in a second. So yeah, I mean, we saw a lot of the deck. I think we played literally every single card in our deck at some point. And yeah, I guess the breakdown, aside from just being like, oh, look at all our rares, really is just to consider the mana base. Like I probably even should have taken a little more time to build it than I did. And I think it's just like a good example of how to build a 5-color mana base. Again, just really just want to separate into your base colors. Green is our base color here, and figuring out the other colors along the way, figure out what your fixing is, and figure out your sources. Again, I'll even actually link the Frank Karsten math article in the description of this video. I think it'll be pretty useful for folks that are looking for that. And yeah, hope this is helpful. It was fun for me. Hope it was fun for you. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.